Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today is Show and Tell 65. This is my fourth attempt to try to film this. I am having a huge issue stumbling over my words. So, so bad. I'm not a editor. I don't if I get stopped in the middle of something, I'll smush some videos together, and that's about all I do. Or I'll jump in with a clip of something that, I filmed as I finished, but had to get out beforehand. But we were getting into some, you were going to really see the train wreck that is Carrie Penny territory there. So, yeah, this is going to be my last attempt at trying to film this. So we're just going to roll with whatever comes out of my mouth. It's been a fairly uneventful week. Grocery stores still thin on weird stuff. You can't really make a list and go to one store to get everything you need for a week. Your choice is kind of play it by ear while you're in the store or go to multiple stores. And I'd rather go to one store and spend as little time out as possible than going to 15 stores trying to find the things that are on my list. So it's been a little interesting trying to do some of this, but not too bad. I didn't get so bored I died yarn this week, but I did do some card making this week. So a friend of mine reached out, and specifically her group is focusing on cards for kids in children's hospitals. And she asked if I'd be willing to do some just super basic generic cards that fell in the guidelines of what they had. So these are not as highly engineered as most of my cards are, but they're very, very cute. I just happen to have had two 6x6 minion pads that I got for $2.98 from Hobby Lobby on clearance. So the ones that I have done, I have 3 of these. I have 12 of these. And I love how the minions on here, they kind of look like a 90s boys band. I don't know why that cracks me up. But as soon as I saw that paper, it just made me laugh. We got a dozen of these. And the background paper on these is different. Some of them have different things. On the inside, all of them just have my little waste paper scraps in there. These I still haven't done anything to the inside yet. I've got 2 of these, and I've got 3 of these. I have about another probably 20 to 25 tops more or less done. I still need to put happy birthday or something like that on those, and put them on the card base itself. And then I still have a stack of scraps that I have left to build cards with. So I think between the 2 pads, I'll probably end up with around 50 cards to send out. So that works for me. I thought that was kind of a fun opportunity. They don't need them until August, I think she said, is when they're doing, where she's sending, her group sending in their things. So what I will probably do is I've got some Hello Kitty paper. I have some Star Wars paper. And there's a Disney pad that I have that's got princesses. So I might go through some of those and pull out some of those that I didn't use for Amber's bookmarks. I might pull some of those out to do some more cards with. Oh, I forgot to bring Marsha's card down here again. I keep bringing, when I bring in the mail, I put cards out. I like looking at them. So I have them on my desk or in the kitchen or something. And I keep forgetting to bring that one down. Anyway, I did actually get Happy Meal the other day. Finished objects. So I did a dishcloth. Haven't done one in a while. This is just the lemon peel stitch. I pulled out 3 colors. I pulled out a tangerine, a lemon yellow, and a lime color. So we've got tangerine with a lemon border. Then it's going to be lemon with a lime border. And then lime with a tangerine border. So it'll be a set of 3. And I kind of dig the very mod color palette there. I finished the cowl for month 2 of Mountain Meadow Wool. I did finally get my size 16 circular, or 16-inch size 13 circular needle. I am not a huge cables person, just because they're kind of fidgety. They're not hard, they're just fidgety. But this was a lot of fun. You can see that it's the cables section actually gets smaller as it goes up. The way that decreasing is done kept me interested in it. The 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 cable stitches in the whole thing. Because you have the setup row and pattern, or no pattern down here. Then the space here is just straight knits, or whatever, knit purl pattern, whatever. And then it just, by the time you're getting up here, it's easier to do. I did not like the cable needle I used for that. It is the one that came with the kit, and it's just, for bulky stitches, it was not the best. But I did it. I enjoyed the pattern. It is definitely a pattern I would do again. But as we get to the Mountain Meadow Wool review, final review, I will discuss that more in detail. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming hopefully by the end of the month. That's the goal. The other thing I did is I started and finished the final box with Alpaca Directs pattern. And can I just say, like, I did not trim my ends. I wove them in. I was thinking, well, I'll probably have to block this. But look at how perfectly this whole thing lays. I mean, even the picot edge, the picot bind off, is just absolutely perfect. It doesn't need to be any longer, larger, or anything else. So I might not block this. I don't think it really needs it. And I knew when I unpacked this yarn that I was going to love working with it and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. But it still just surprised me the whole time at how beautiful and amazing this yarn is. And it worked like a dream. I love the colors. I love the pattern. I love the way it worked up. It is just stunning. As in Ross from Smells Like Yarn podcast, I was in his live Twitch the other night, and I said I was doing 2 cable patterns, or had just finished doing 2 cable patterns. This is the other one I did. And come on, focus. How beautiful is that edging with that just basic 4x4 cable? It went so fast and so easy. I loved it. I'm really surprised I did cables and liked them. So this pattern, the skill building techniques were obviously cables, the short rows for the sawtooth, and the picot bind off. It was very, very nice pattern to do. This is the Love and Hope cowl by Kelly Hobart. And if you go to the Alpaca Direct channel, I will link that down below too. She's the one who introduces all of the, projects and things like that from them. And this is the Mossy Groot cowl. This was month 2's Alpaca Direct. Now, I believe I showed you the finished piece before I blocked it. I finished sewing it together. And it's this huge long tube that is open at the bottom with a little pokey area. And you scrunch it up like this on your neck and wear it kind of like a bandana cowl. I really like the fact that it is a unique construction, but it lays really weird. And even in the pattern or the videos that you have access to when you're part of their monthly, the Kelly's Kit Club member, even in there, she tells you as you're seaming it up, like it doesn't perfectly match up, and it's the nature of being knit on the bias the way it is. It's kind of odd. I love the yarn it's made out of, though. Like, for something that's going to be that much around your neck, and there's that much fabric around your neck, it's really breathable, because that's the, it's merino and alpaca blend, or merino and bamboo blend. It's Sueño from Haiku. And that's 80% merino, 20% viscose from bamboo. It is really nice yarn to use. I was really impressed with that yarn overall. But the pattern was just kind of weird. So the other thing I worked on this week is my Just Feel Festive shawl. And I am using Shawl in a Ball, and this color is Pastel Pixie. And I'm on my second ball here. So this is where I am on that. Really like the pattern. I really like the shape. I'm debating on whether or not I really need to add in the second ball, because from corner to where it starts to decrease down for the other point down here, I'm from fingertip to just past my shoulder. And I've got about another foot based on where I am in the color path. I am here-ish, and my next ball ends here-ish. So I've got another foot that I'll be adding on this end. So straight edge to straight edge, I mean, that's quite a bit of distance there already. Well, that's unstretched. I have to remember, I have to stretch the edge to make sure all the stitches are lined up right on the edge. So if I go another foot out, it won't quite be 5'5" from edge to edge, but I was trying to make sure I'm grabbing it kind of at the center point here. When I wrap myself with it, even with the asymmetrical rhombus style, I mean, I can still wrap in it. It's just not quite even over the shoulders because I need a little bit more length on this side. But I don't know. I might still add. I've got 3 balls that Cheryl Bolt sent me back over the summer when we did the yarn swap. So I'm still kind of I'm stuck in my whips. I'm torn as to what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait until I get through this, and then I'll be able to make my decision. Because, you know, sometimes just that like last couple of inches makes a huge difference. So that's all my finished objects. That's my primary whip. I am working on the Pale Moon shawl that I got in box 3 with Mountain Meadow wool. I have not started the vest from Interlacements yet. I am now debating on doing another Just Feel Festive shawl with the yarn I dyed last week. I dyed it specifically to make it. And now I'm like, I have another yarn. Hold on just a second. Okay, for some reason, by the time I got back over here, my camera had like decided to turn itself off. All right, so this is why I'm torn. I dyed that specifically for the Just Feel Festive shawl because I liked, sorry about that. I liked the idea of doing it in a DK weight yarn. I mean, that's what you're building up to. And what I originally wanted to do with it, I wanted to do it in Stroll Glimmer, in the hot pink, the peacock color, and royal, carrying black through it and having it break in stripes with just black glimmer. I didn't have enough black glimmer to do it. So I dyed that yarn, and it's still in that brights category, especially the green is a very juicy lime green. Not quite neon. It doesn't glow under black light or anything, but it's still in your face. Now I'm like torn, because I was in here the other day and I have this, and I'm kind of feeling this is a little bit more 80s. What I wanted was something neon based that I would actually wear regularly to enter into the 80s kids' mouth. And as I'm looking at this just screams to me a lot of the t-shirts that I would get for like events and stuff in the late 80s. And I mean, keep in mind, I was born in 83. And if I do a Just Feel Festive shawl in this, that is definitely something I will use quite a bit. So now I'm torn, because the yarn that I dyed would also be beautiful done in another one of these KT and the Squid dance wraps. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm really glad I have the shawl in the ball version to hold on to, because if I didn't, I would feel guilty about spending this much time thinking about it. I also have from Hobby Lobby the black with the neon that went on clearance last year. And I was originally thinking about doing a habitat shawl out of that, or a cocoon shrug. I mean, there's so many things I can do that just scream my experience with the 80s. And this one, I think the reason why it just screams 80s to me is I had a windbreaker jacket that was in this aqua color that's in here. And I had one in this hot pink color that's in here. So it's just like, it literally just screams grade school for me for some reason, in a very pleasant way. This is Blossomopolis, by the way, I believe. Yeah. I adore this colorway. I've been holding on to it because I couldn't find any more of them. I think they're back in stock online, or were before the COVID thing. But I'd originally planned on making a swancho out of this, but I don't know how much I would wear a swancho. But I wear a lot of wraps, just because I hate coats. So I need something to like on. So let me know what you guys think. Because I really think that DK Hawthorne would be beautiful in the squid wrap thing. And I mean, I can always enter the cowl more than once. But now I'm feeling like this really needs to be a Just Feel Festive shawl. And that would be 2 in a row I've done. I mean, even this screams my childhood bedroom, which is even funnier to me. The other thing I was thinking about doing is finally restarting my skull cowl. And that is in pink and charcoal. And to me, like, that really screams like the early 80s, where you still had a lot of the 70s punk bleeding into yeah. I can easily justify it with pictures of friends and family from the early 80s. Um, but let me know what you think about the Just Feel Festive shawl, because I'm really leaning towards using this instead of the stuff that I dyed. But I already know what I would do with the yarn that I dyed if I don't use it for another Just Feel Festive. It's so hard. Like, and this is why I keep saying I'm overwhelmed by the yarn that I have. It's not that I don't love everything on my walls. I love everything in here now. And that's the problem, because I want to work with all of it. I want to make all the things with all of it all at once. All right, you guys. I hope you've had an amazing week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Over the weekend, I'm not sure if it'll be up on Saturday or Sunday, I will have my final thoughts on the Alpaca Direct subscription box. So I hope you guys are looking forward to my thoughts and opinions of that subscription box as a whole. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Shoot me an email. Send me a message on Instagram. I am always happy to interact with you guys. Also in the comments, tell me what you think. Of course it's in there, but should I go ahead and do a Just Feel Festive shawl in the Blossomopolis? Because that's where I'm leaning. And I'll have this done probably, I can probably have this done in the next 2 days. So it just depends on what this weekend ends up looking like. So I'm really going to need something I'm at the point now where that's mindless working and I can just take it with me, go anywhere with it. So I don't know. I'm torn now. All right, you guys. Take care, and I will see you this weekend. Love you guys.